VeChain is back in the headlines once again with another huge partnership. And this time, ladies and gentlemen, this one, the other ones were game changers, but this one, oh boy, Salesforce, VeChain partnership. Stay tuned. Welcome back to another episode of your Digit Hustle News. Ladies and gentlemen, this is very big for VeChain because this partnership with Salesforce essentially solidifies VeChain's position in the next economy, mainly because of how powerful Salesforce is. And make sure you stick around for this whole video, guys, because I'm going to introduce you to Salesforce as well as the organization behind Salesforce that I think is even more important to this whole situation. But let's get into the news. Some key takeaways. VeChain has made all-time highs over the past few hours, rising above 13 cents. The hype around it seems to be related to its collaboration with Salesforce. A further spike in buying pressure could push VeChain to 14, if not 15 cents. Now, this news came out over the weekend and VeChain did break 14.5 cents. And obviously this is why, and on top of the fact that all this year, the news of VeChain's notorious partnerships has been slowly but surely seeping into, the global consciousness, if you will. Okay, but reading on, VeChain made headlines after Salesforce announced it would test the firm's traceability solutions platform, VeChain Thor. VeChain's native token VET saw its price surge by more than 70% since late March following a minor retracement. Investors have been taking advantage of every downswing to scoop tokens at a discount, helping prices further advance. The mounting buy pressure behind this cryptocurrency allowed it to hit all-time high of 13 cents over the weekend. Salesforce's decision to enable open, seamless data sharing across multiple parties using data hashed on the VeChain Thor public blockchain seems to have fueled the most recent upswing. Sunny Liu, CEO at VeChain, maintains that Salesforce integration could help boost VeChain's utility exponentially. In a quote, he was quoted as saying, Salesforce has started to make the first trial on the VeChain Thor public blockchain. I'm really excited about that because of how big Salesforce is. They are $100 million firm with millions upon millions of customers. Giving their expertise and industry know-how in different areas, they could build thousands of applications in the future on top of the VeChain Thor public blockchain. Ladies and gentlemen, thousands of applications. Hundreds of $1 million firm with millions upon millions of customers. Now they're part of the VeChain family, essentially. While the network utility expands, the price of VeChain looks headed for a 261%, 61.8% Fibonacci retracement level at 13.6 measured from the high on March 22nd. Breaking through this potential area of interest may lead to another upward swing towards 15 cents. So that's just a bit of technical analysis that is essentially saying that there is more upside to this, guys. This run is not over by any means, because once more news starts to come out about what VeChain is doing and who they're doing it with, oh yeah, I can guarantee you guys. It's worth noting that Tom DeMark, Sequential Indicator, recently presented a sell signal on the VeChain 12-hour chart. The bearish formation developed as a green 9 candlestick, indicating a high probability of a correction before the uptrend resumes. Losing that 12-cent level as support could validate the pessimistic outlook if this were to happen. VeChain might dive back down towards the 11 cent or 10 cent range, respectively. That I don't necessarily see, but you always have to be aware of both potential outcomes. But guys, with Coinbase going public in the next couple of days, on the 14th, the whole crypto market is the center of attention right now, guys. So I don't see any bearish scenarios coming out of this week for sure. Towards the end of the month, maybe. Keep your eyes open. Watch your projects very closely, because towards the end of the month, there's been a whole bunch of buy pressure. The engine is overheated, if you will. And I could see a slight correction before we make our next rally in the month of May. But VeChain's partnership with Salesforce, ladies and gentlemen, is huge, because Salesforce is partnered with an organization called the World Economic Forum. And like I mentioned earlier, I'm going to leave you guys, of course, with more information than when you arrived, in the form of an introduction to Salesforce and what they do, as well as the World Economic Forum and what they do, because they're very important to know about if you want to stay on top of the fourth industrial revolution. So make sure you stick around for that, guys. But that's it for this video. Some VeChain news, very bullish news for you. Salesforce is going to take VeChain to the next level. With that being said, guys, I just want to thank you for coming back to the channel. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. Of course, you can get down there in the comments. I'm on social media, Digital Hustle 2021 on Twitter. You can also check out some of my other content on Library. That's where I post a lot of my China-centric videos, guys, because we really want to pay attention to the Chinese market. And for some reason, YouTube doesn't want me to post these videos. So it's very valuable information over on Library. There's no ads there, and you can earn free cryptos just for watching the content. So make sure you check that out. And while you're down there, guys, don't forget about Pipeflare. They're getting ready to go public soon, and they won't be allowing you to claim these free tokens, these free Pipeflare tokens, much longer. So make sure you guys capitalize that. Also help support these blockchain video game developers, guys. It's hard work. It's hard work. So with that being said, guys, you know what I'm about to tell you. Have a great day. Have a prosperous day. Most importantly, make that money. I'll see you in the next video.
Going to mince words. I want to know right now, with this acquisition, $27 billion acquisition of Slack, I think the key question is, are you positioned to take on Microsoft as the future of enterprise software?
Well, Jim, first of all, let me just say, wow, what a quarter we had. I mean, you can just see we just had a monster Q3. It was phenomenal, beyond our expectations. We're now coming in to an incredible year next year, from 21.1 this year to 25.5 next year. Incredible. But you're right, Jim. Slack changes everything and makes Salesforce a whole new type of company, a company that is truly architected to work from anywhere. Now, we have already introduced Salesforce Work from Anywhere a couple months ago. You know that.
Yes.
But now with Slack, it really supercharges our approach and lets all of our customers re-architect their workforce to be truly from anywhere.
Okay, so look, I know your deal style, and I've been listening to these different analysts, and some are saying the deal's too big, and some are saying he has to do it because he's out of growth. Now, here's one, Salesforce engagement. They got to do it. The timing is curious. Teams has already won. I mean, this guy's saying it all of the time. I hear the deal's too big. How are the last two big deals?
Well, Jim, of course, whenever you do an acquisition, you get these narratives from people who maybe are not even in the software industry. They have no idea what's happening with customers. Let me tell you what's happening with customers, Jim. Customers are re-architecting how they are working. They're building a 360-degree view of their customers. They're building a 360-degree view of their employees. They want the ability to work from anywhere and to connect to their customers from anywhere. And you look at the opportunities today, incredible. Number one, selling from anywhere. I mean, there's never been a more important point in history to have your B2B Salesforce or even your B2C Salesforce to be able to connect directly with your customer or service from anywhere. Our customers are performing so well because that's how our product was built from the beginning. Now with Slack, it provides this incredible window into a collaborative interface onto all of our services and the whole enterprise.
We recognize that the world is changing at an incredible pace. What the World Economic Forum does is bring together leaders from all different backgrounds, from all different walks of life. And that provides a unique space for new ideas and new solutions to flourish.
Is really a very unique place. It's a place where industry comes together to work with government, to work with NGOs, academics, to truly make a difference in the world.
Leaders come together because of their own personal commitment to one another, to see follow-up to the discussions that they had at our meetings.
I'm generally really skeptical about panels and debates and presentations and whatnot, but I've actually been shocked to discover in the last year that it makes a huge difference.
The present challenges in a complex, interconnected, fast-moving world cannot be met by one stakeholder group alone. It needs collaborative efforts.
Magic moments happen all the time at the World Economic Forum, where the right kind of constituent unexpectedly will come together with somebody else who's looking for exactly that expertise.
Not only do the multi-stakeholder groups that we bring together talk, they also make changes.
A lot of the answers reside with practitioners, civil society voices, social entrepreneurs, young people, and others who are on the ground working with these populations at the front lines and finding solutions.
It challenges all your assumptions about your existing worldview, regardless of which part of the world you're from and how much experience you have.
Nowhere in the world is there another forum which brings together governments, NGOs, corporate leaders, activists, artists, musicians, to all come together and talk about the biggest issues facing the world.
In global challenges, very often there is no right answer. There is a best answer. That best solution only comes from engaging a diversity of stakeholders.